Good evening, guys. How are you? Thank you for joining me tonight. This is a webinar that I've put together for you guys tonight on how to make your fitness your business. Now, we haven't yet met. My name is Monica Lopez. I am from Miami, Florida. I am 31 years old. I always forget my age. I don't know why. After 21, I stopped counting. But no, I am 31. I'm a mom of three. So I have Jason, who's 9, Jackson, who's 5, and Mia, who's 3. And I'm married to my amazing best friend, Johan Lopez, and we enjoy a great life together for 12 years now. But that's a little bit about me. I want to first thank you for taking the time to spend with me tonight. I promise I'm going to make this quick. I am not going to take up too much of your time. But what I really want to get across today is what Beachbody Coaching is all about, how you fit in and how it could fit into your life. And just to give you a little bit of an idea of how I started, what my story is, and kind of debunk a lot of things that people think about this business, and then quickly tell you exactly who we are, what we do, how we earn, and a little bit about our team, which is Team Diesel Core. So real quick, let me just tell you a little bit about my story. I think about this all the time, and there's no one real big reason that led me to this business. It was like accumulation of a lot of different things in my life that I just feel like looking back, all those things pointed to this. I went to school and I had this urge to be a lawyer. I had fought so hard. I was a paralegal actually right before I started coaching full time. And when looking back, this business kind of just fell on my lap and I ran with it. And it came at a point in my life where I needed it. I needed it more. It was kind of like my savior. It was my answer. It was exactly what I needed. And so I hope that if you're on this call tonight, any part of my story resonates with you. I hope that I serve as inspiration to you, and just, I guess, a success story to tell you that it is possible for you too. So let's rewind a bit. One of the things that I think led me to this business in the first place was my love for fitness. Many people don't know this about me, but I grew up overweight. Really overweight. I was teased in school. I was bullied. I think my weight issue started about the age of 5 or 6. My family used to call me Thunder Thighs because I had these big old thighs, and it was tough because my little sister was always a lot thinner than I was, and she never struggled with her weight, and I did. And so it was something that always stuck with me. And by the time we got into grade school, when the bullying started happening, it was tough because I had my little sister backing me up, and that's not funny when you're 10 years old and you have your little sister fighting for you. But it was about 13 years old when I was in middle school and I joined the weight training class that I really, like, for the first time ever, was so empowered by fitness on what it could do. And if you're not quite there yet with fitness, if fitness hasn't become a part of your life where you've gotten to that point where it empowers you and you know that you are in control, I beg you to stick around, and at least for that part of this whole beautiful business, stick around for the fitness. Because that was the first time in my life where I really felt in control of myself. I learned what I could do, that I could fix it. And when that confidence kicked in, a lot of great things started to happen for me. I just kind of held my head high, especially in those rough years of life, teenage years. It was actually what saved me. So yes, I came to this business already with a real love for fitness. I became a mom very young. I was pregnant with my first child at 21 years old. And when I got pregnant, it was actually the first time that I ever struggled with weight again in my life. So I had it under control until I got pregnant. And during my pregnancy, I mean, I was 21 years old and my husband likes to spoil me. So I think that my entire pregnancy, the nutrition was revolved around Krispy Kreme. I really went ham. I went ham those 9 months, and my first pregnancy, I gained 70 pounds. and I had a 10-pound baby boy. So that was another part of my life where it really impacted me. And I was like, well, okay, here I am for the first time as an adult struggling with weight. And, you know, if you're a woman on this call right now and you've had children, you know that your body starts to do things that you never thought were possible. You start to gain weight in places you didn't even know existed, and things start changing. So it was the first time that I was trying to bounce back from that pregnancy, and I had a hard time. I had a hard time as an adult, and I did a lot of crazy things to lose weight. I could say the cookie diet, laxatives, all these pills, all this kind of stuff that I tried, and it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So that was another area of my life where I think that kind of pointed me in the direction of this business. I started doing Beachbody programs after my second child, actually. And it was because it was introduced to me by my boss at the time. I was working for a local law firm here in Miami. And my boss was Christina Delgado, which when you join our team, you'll know exactly who she is. Her and her sister founded our giant upline team, Diesel Nation. And Christina was my boss. And she had a baby at the same time that I had my second baby. And she brought in these shakes that she started drinking, and she started talking about these workouts that she was doing from home. Now, to me, I felt like home workouts were bogus. They were bogus. I didn't think that they were going to work. I was a gym rat. I loved to go spinning. I loved to be in the gym, weightlifting. I felt like I knew what I was doing. But at the same time, when you're a first-time mom, it's like your life is not the same. Everything's turned upside down, and you're still trying to get through sleepless nights. And so here I was, finally settling into motherhood and trying to go to the gym, and then I got pregnant with my second child. And so going to the gym after the second baby was near impossible. So I said, what the hey, let me just give it a shot. She keeps raving about these workouts. I see her dropping pounds like it's nobody's business. And I'm gonna do this. I remember that I purchased a program from her, but I refused to do Shakeology. I refused. I was like, I don't need a shake. I know what to eat. I know how to diet. And I felt like shakes were, again, bogus. I was so against it. I was that person. And so I did the workout. I remember my first program ever was Insanity Asylum, right? So I started from like 0 to 100. I picked the hardest program that we have, and I gave it a shot. And I lost a lot of weight. I did great. I had done great right after having Jackson, but it wasn't as impactful as I had seen Christina do. And I remember telling her like, oh, this was good. And I felt great and I pushed hard, but I don't know. I see you have such great results. And she was like, well, you really need to start implementing Shakeology. You've got to trust me on this. And so I finally gave in and bought my first bag, and the rest is history from there. The rest is history. If you're drinking Shakeology right now on this call, then you know what I'm talking about. If you have not started drinking Shakeology and you've been wondering about it, I beg you, give it a shot, see what it can do, because there are not enough words for me to say to you that's going to explain the way you're going to feel. You're going to know once you start drinking it. You're going to know when you start combining it with your workouts, the difference in your body, the difference in your ability, and the difference in how everything just functions. It's like this clarity. It's like this, you're waking up every day with energy, and you're getting out there and doing these workouts, and you're just feeling more efficient, and you're feeling like clean from the inside out. It's really great. So I gave it a shot, and that's when things started to really pick up for me in this business, because people were asking left and right. My mom's family business are preschools, and so I'd walk in to pick up the kids, and these moms kept asking me like, what are you doing? You're losing weight like so fast. We've seen you drop pounds. The belly's like gone. You got to tell us what you're doing. And little by little, that's how I started to get into this business. At that time, it was only like, you know, if somebody asked me, I shared it with them and I helped them through it, because hey, I was doing it too. It wasn't until I had my third child, Mia, which came exactly 2 years after Jackson was born, which was my middle one. And this is where a lot of the turning point happened for me in this business, where this really turned into everything for me. And like I said, it was my savior. Mia was born, and it was 2 months after she was born that we realized something was a little bit off about her. She had what was called a hemangioma, and a hemangioma is a blood tumor, and a lot of babies are actually born with this. And as long as the tumor is not in a place of their body where it's going to cause any problems or it's going to harm them, usually they grow and then they shrink and then they go away by the age of 2. In Mia's case, Hers was like right here in her eye. It was like in here in the back of her eye. A lot of these tumors grow externally. Hers was internally, which was worse. And I'll never forget it. She was about 2 months old. And she kept crying, and every time she would cry, her eye would get swollen. And I was just like telling my husband, something's wrong. Something could tell me something's wrong. At the same time, I was telling myself, it's a clogged tear duct. She's fine. You're a mother of 3. You're not going to go running to the hospital for no reason. But Mother's Instinct, I remember that night. It was in the morning. I saw it. By nighttime, I'm like, something's up. I'm going to the doctor first thing. When I went to her pediatrician, they sent me straight to Miami Children's, and it turns out that it's something that needed immediate attention. She needed to take an experimental drug that was actually out on the market for heart defects. It's called propranolol. And drinking this medication, she needed to be observed 2 hours post drinking it to make sure that she was okay, because she was only 2 months old. And this treatment took up to 6 months, where once a week I was at Miami Children's getting this dosage of medication. So why am I telling you this story? I'm telling this story because this is the first time where this business, the fact that it's a business, really hit me. Yeah, it was a point in my life where I needed it, and it was staring at me right in the face. It was my answer, and I ran with it, and I did it. And it was a mixture of having a hard time at work, where I had to be away so much. They were very helpful in the beginning, but after a while, they had a firm to run, and I understood, and I stopped getting paid for time that I no longer had. And so it was a financial burden. It was an emotional burden. It was asking my mom, my sister, my husband, my friends to take the baby to these appointments, these weekly appointments, because I was so scared about my job, and I needed that job and that security. And it was the first time as a mom that I really had my back against the wall, and I felt completely helpless. And it was the first time where I had to choose, okay, the money that was going to come into our home, because I felt like I was going to lose my job at any moment because of everything that was going on, versus being me as mom, and it hurt me a lot to have so many, even though they were close family and friends, but they were filling my shoes, and I didn't like that. And this medication, God forbid anything would have gone wrong in those appointments, and I would not have been there, I would have never forgave myself. So those feelings never left me. And that's always been my driving force, where I said, you know what? This little business that I've been running on the side, for fun, or because I really love fitness and because I'm helping others, I'm going to take this seriously. I'm going to take this seriously and see where I can take it. And I'll tell you that within 7 months, I'm going very focused into this business. I was able to retire myself as a paralegal and come home to my 3 kids. And I have been home for about almost 3 years now, almost 3 years working from home, building an amazing team, which I want to tell you a little bit about. So that's my story. And like I said, I don't think there's one thing that trumbles the other on how I landed here, but it's like accumulation of all those things that happened in my life that put me in this business with you here today. And I just really feel like it's my calling. And if any of that resonates with you, I hope that you really give this a shot. So real quick, before we go into who Beach Party Coaches are, what we do, how we earn, let me debunk a couple of things for you. Because I think a lot of times people come into this with an idea of what it is, and sometimes they're turned off by it. Sometimes they're afraid of it. Sometimes they're like, okay, well, I don't know, because I've heard or I've seen. All right, first and foremost, we are not a pyramid scheme, folks. Pyramid schemes are illegal. We would not be where we are right now, rapidly growing at the pace that we are, thriving as we are as a business. If this was a pyramid scheme, would not happen. I think what happens is that the structure of business is it's a binary system. So it's literally shaped like a triangle. So people think pyramid scheme shaped like a triangle, and they don't understand that, yes, we work on legs, binary left and right leg. You build a team, yes. It starts with you here and you build down. But here's the difference. The difference is that it's not a cliche when we say you are the CEO of your business. What you put in, how hard you work, how quick you build, or whatever it is that you decide to see, the team that you bring in, depending on you and what pace you want to go, the sky is the limit. There's nothing stopping you. The person above you has the same obligation to build their business. There are caps if you are not building your business and you're just staying idle, which is okay. It's up to what you want to do. But the bottom line is that you're in control and you are truly a CEO of your business. So it's not a pyramid scheme, debunk number one. Debunk number two that I always hear is, well, I'm gonna wait on coaching because I'm not quite at my goal weight yet, or I don't look like a coach yet. I'm here to tell you that there is no way to look, and being at your goal weight is not a requirement. Coaches are regular people. We're going to go into that when we talk about who we are. But I just want to debunk that no matter where you are in your journey right now, you fit the profile. You're good. You're good to go. As long as you got motivation and determination and you are a person that is willing to help others, you can work this business. All right? So we got that one clear. Debunk number two. Debunk number three. Am I going to like get rich quick? No. In fact, if I told you to get rich quick and you make money now, and this is going to be so fast, and oh, let's do this, I would tell you, bro, that never works. The business that's really helping people, it's something that is substantial, it's real, but it does take work. And I want you to understand that. The person that invited you here is working it right now when they talk to you. I right now work this business every single day from my home, whether I travel. So it's definitely a business that where you work, but it's a life of freedom where you can work it from anywhere you're at. Even if you just have a job right now that you never dream of leaving because you love what you're doing, you can still do this as well. But it will take work. And then the last thing is I hear a lot of times, well, I don't have time. This is going to take up a lot of my time. Kind of going back to what I was saying in the first place, what you put into this, you can get. Kind of going back to my story, when I was just trying to lose weight, trying to look good and feel good like the young mom that I was, that was perfectly fine. I was a coach just reaping the benefit of getting the 25% discount, and I was just doing me, and that was completely fine. The day that people started asking me and I decided to share it with them, and I became what we call a hobby coach, you know, like, hey, I'll share it here and there. That was completely fine too. It was at my pace and there was nothing stopping me, and I could go as far as I wanted. And the day that I decided to go crazy with this and really decided to build a business, build a team, and go all in, it was also my choice. And so what time I put into it was what I chose. So I hope that makes a lot of those things clear for you guys, because whatever route you choose, whether you decide right now, my sole focus is me. I need to, you know, I want to work on me. And you'll naturally progress into the next where people will start to notice your results quickly, and you decide to invite them to join you, or you share it with them, however it is that you decide to do, or if you really want to come into this and say, I want to give this a shot, really want a business build, whatever it is, you're in the driver's seat. It's up to you. Okay, so let's wrap this up and let me just go into who we are, what we do, and how we earn. Again, who are we? We are anybody and everybody. We've got teachers on our team. We've got accountants on our team, firefighters on our team, doctors. I even have a scientist. How cool is that? Attorneys, paralegals, you name it, we've got it. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, business owners, entrepreneurs. I could go on and on and on. The bottom line is that if you, again, have the drive to help others while helping yourself, and you are committed to drinking Shakeology once a day and getting your workout and being a symbol for a healthy lifestyle and positivity, and you are willing to also kind of work on yourself through personal development, because we're very high on that too. If that's you, then you fit the profile to be a coach. Notice that I didn't say anywhere in there that you had to be any kind of personal trainer or nutritionist or any kind of expert at all. Those experts come in our challenge packs, literally. They come in a box when they arrive to you and to all of our customers and coaches. The personal trainers on TV, they're the ones that teach us the fitness. The nutrition is in the book, and we have Carl Deichler and all the amazing people that created Shakeology that are nutritionists. We don't have to be that. What we do, okay, so what we do as coaches is that we motivate and we hold people accountable to their goals. Okay, so that's where building relationships is really important in this business, working with people and understanding that you're helping yourself while helping them. It doesn't mean that you have to put this pressure on yourself to be any kind of perfect. It doesn't mean that if you miss a workout or two that you should quit and forget about it. It's done for you. No. It's basically committing to holding this lifestyle where you are helping others while helping yourself. And we do this through many ways. One is through challenge groups. So maybe you're a part of an online challenge group right now. And in those challenge groups, we share fitness photos, so post-workout sweaty pictures, meal ideas, Shakeology recipes. In these groups, we also sometimes do personal development groups or book clubs when it comes to personal development. We're very high on that as well. We do live events. Doesn't mean that you have to host them, but wherever you are in the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, there are what we call Super Saturdays happening every quarter. And so we're big on events, getting together. We have trips, all this kind of stuff. And so that's what we do as coaches. That's our responsibility. Our responsibility is to motivate someone, inspire them, kind of be that fire under their butt to get moving. And you know, I think a lot of times what's missing when you sign up for the gym and maybe give up after 2 weeks, right? You were gung-ho for 2 weeks and then you kind of just slowly dropped off. Or if you joined a local boot camp or a local gym, okay, and you slowly fall off, I think what's missing is the connection between two people where they say, I'm gonna hold you accountable and I'm gonna help you through this. And just having one other person believe in you can make all the difference. I know it made a difference in my entire journey, fitness and business-wise. Having one person, which was Christina for me when I started and continues to be today as my mentor and best friend, because she believed in my potential in this business, and she believed in me when I was in stage 1 trying to get my body back and feel good, being a mother of 2, because she believed I'm here today. So don't undervalue what you can do for others. And it has nothing to do with being perfect. It has nothing to do with where you are in your journey. Okay, so I hope that makes that clear. Okay, and how do we earn? There are a couple of avenues on how we earn, and it can get really intricate. And the cool thing is that when you join our team, it's not like you're gonna join and then we're gonna be like, hey, good luck, I'll see you around. No, we will plug you into what we call new coach training. In there, we'll go through everything, all the details, give you a firm foundation on how to start your business. But I'm gonna quickly go over the 3 main ways to earn. One is commission-based business, okay? Retail. What you sell, you make a commission, 25% commission. That's a direct commission to you. The second is team bonuses, okay? Now, team bonuses is also known as residual income. And this is the income that you're gonna receive, the bonuses you're gonna receive from now the team of coaches that you begin to build. And there's a cool, it's a very simple formula on how you earn those bonuses, but basically the bigger your team, the bigger the bonuses get, and you start to grow, okay? And then the third is quarterly bonuses. Quarterly bonuses are kind of like the company profit share, where every quarter, whatever the company makes, there's a dividend that's given to coaches and broken down, and it's all based on your rank in the business, on what bonus you'll earn, okay? So those are the 3 main ways to earn. Like I mentioned real quick, going back to commission, yes, you'll make 25% off everything that you sell, okay? You'll also get 25% off anything you buy as a coach. And then here's the really cool part. Challenge packs. Challenge packs is when you bundle a workout program and Shakeology together, okay? When you bundle them together, Beachbody was brilliant about this. They want people doing this right, not cutting corners like Monica Lopez cut corners 5 years ago. They don't want you to kind of go through that little roller coaster. They want you to get started right. And so their incentive goes 2 ways. As the customer, you get a huge discount when you bundle them. It's sometimes between $50 and $80 discount, depending on what program you pick. And as a coach, you're incentivized for making sure that your customer starts off right with both Shakeology and the program, that you'll get 30% commission versus 25. So they upped your commission as a coach and they gave your customer a bigger discount. It's a win-win for everybody, and that's why they just really want to get people started off right. Okay, so with that being said, those are the ways that we earn. And then quickly, I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about our team. Our team is Team Diesel Core. We branch off of Team Diesel Nation. Diesel Nation is about 11,000 coaches strong, okay? Diesel Core, we are 800 strong. And I started this team with my mom, who was my first coach ever. Today, I've got my dad, my sister, my best friend, my cousins, my aunt. Everybody's on my team. They're doing great. My father retired himself a year and a half ago, and we opened up a family gym and everything. It's a family fit club, also called Diesel Core. So really, this business has been life-changing, not just for me, but it trickled down into my family. We travel together. We go on so many amazing trips. In fact, we're leaving now this weekend on a cruise completely chartered by the company and earned all throughout last year building my business. So it's really cool incentive programs. And I'll just tell you that this company, our team, it's really a great family. If you've ever been part of a team, whether it's a cheerleading team, a football team, a swim team, a dance team, anything like that, if you've ever been a part of something, this business is really going to bring you back to what that felt like. That unity, where really, it's people helping people, genuinely caring and helping. Because in this business, as you rise, as you help someone else rise, you rise. And so that's the real beauty of it. And it's something that's very fulfilling. And I can promise you that if you join our team and join the community of coaches, it's going to forever change your life and the people that you're going to meet and the way it's going to impact you. So I'm hoping that you're going to be the next coach that we announce on Team Diesel Core, because we're excited to have you. And lastly, let me just tell you how you can join, because you're probably like, all right, sign me up. Where do I go? I want to do this. I want to give this a shot. Let me tell you that the best possible way to sign up is, remember that challenge pack I just told you about? Well, they even added in there that if we buy a challenge pack and you decide to sign as a coach all at once, the $40 sign-up fee as a coach is actually waived. So you save it. You save those $40 when you sign up as a coach and buy a challenge pack all at the same time. So that's the best way to go. Could you pay the $40 and just sign up and that's it? You could. But to me, it's kind of like money gone off in the wind. You might as well get the tools that you need to build your business, which would be your workout program and your Shakeology. It's all you need to start your business and get started right. So I hope I answered all of your questions tonight. I hope that I brought a lot of clarification to the things that maybe you were thinking or wondering. And I hope most of all that in some way or form, my story touched you and inspired you to really take the leap of faith. Sometimes that's what we got to do, is just take the leap of faith, give something new a shot, because I know I did 5 years ago and I haven't regretted a single second of it. So from my family to yours, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for taking the time out to spend with me. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, Facebook, Instagram, or contact the coach that invited you here today, and we can answer any questions that you have. All right, guys, have a great, great night. Talk soon.